Yo, what up, y'all? Your boy Brick Street Sprite in the building, man. Like, subscribe, comment, Brick Street Hooligans, Brick Street Media, Hooli Vision. And I was just popping at y'all real quick because I just saw the card for the super fight on the 6th, I think, of March. And it looks like an alright card, man. I know that they're making up the Suge B Dot battle, so they threw it on that card. You know what I'm saying? Also, that next day, I think they're making up the Kings vs. Queens on the 7th, from what I've heard. So it's going to be a double header, I think. Two back-to-back days, like events. Two days in a row. You know, it's worth of events. It's going to be that super fight, and then the Kings vs. Queens. I think they're going to make up the next day, which is dope because a lot of times I have a hard time catching those Saturday night joints. You know what I'm saying? Or the Saturday evening. Like, if they were 8 on Saturday, then my daughter would be asleep. But, like, at like 9-ish, so I could catch most of it. But when they start at 5, I miss like damn near the whole event and have to wait for it to drop on the app. You know what I mean? Because I have my daughter on Saturday nights, so I can't really catch them when they start at 5. So that one that starts on Sunday, I'll actually be able to catch if it's Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be fire. But it's been a little while since I've been able to catch like a Saturday, like at the ones that start at 5. You know what I mean? Like I can catch the end of it usually, but not the beginning. I miss most of it. I can usually catch maybe the headlining battle. You know what I mean? But as far as the card goes, man, I've already done a prediction for the Suge B Dot shit. I don't think Suge can see B Dot ever in a small room, any type of super fight volume. If there's not a big not a big stage and a big crowd that Suge can kind of use to his advantage as a performer and doing the pocket checks and taps and shit, you know what I mean? Like then I don't think, like, if he doesn't have that to be able to exploit a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and be able to use to his advantage, because he's really good at playing to the crowd. If he doesn't have that, because he can't see B Dot lyrically, come on, y'all. He can't see B Dot rapping ability, lyrically, period. You know what I'm saying? He can't see him, period. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. The only place that he can possibly match B Dot is performance. And it would have to be he would have to have a bigger crowd because B Dot be like bouncing. He's a dope performer, and I'm talking about like theatrical antics, like not antics necessarily, but just being super theatrical. You know what I mean? Like Suge is good at that with the pocket taps and stuff, but I do think he doesn't stand much of a chance in a small room against B Dot. I know he wants to prove that he can, but I got B Dot 30 and Suge. I've never been a big Suge fan. He's got ability. He's a vet. He's a legend. I respect him. You know what I mean? But after that whole proof shit back in the day, I'm from Michigan. I'm just not a fan of his at all, really. But I don't go against him just because I don't like him. I'm pretty unbiased. Unless it's a dude from Michigan, then I usually root for them. You know what I'm saying? I will admit that. But most people, all people's opinions are based on biases. You know what I'm saying? On bias. Everyone's biased to an extent to the things they like. If anybody says they're not, they're a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? So, everyone's biased to an extent. That's what builds your opinions. You know what I mean? That's what builds the things that you like and favor. You know what I mean? That's what makes you who you are, really, your personal biases and what you believe. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, man. But anyway, let's, what else? Rum Nitty, Holmesy the God. That's a bit of a style clash. Big style clash. One's all punchline gun bars, you know what I mean? Best, one of the best punchers ever, if not the best puncher ever, Rum Nitty, as far as peer punching. And then you got Holmesy, who can do a lot of things well. He's pretty lyrical. He can get a little deep at times. He can hit you with the double time rapid multi-syllable shit. He can also do a little punching. He can do a lot of punching. You know what I mean? But he does everything well. That's the thing about these new battlers, man. These new battlers, the new age wave of battlers are starting to figure out that you got to be good at more than one thing. They're starting to get better at more than one thing, and they're coming into the game nowadays more multifaceted and with more of a repertoire. You know what I mean? Being able to angle a little bit, being able to punch a little bit, being able to do metaphors, similes, double time, rap at you, talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Rap with you, all that, you know what I mean? Being able to do it all, you know what I'm saying? Perform, you know what I'm saying? Being able to do the theatrics, all of it, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, but I'm still a firm believer that it should mostly come down to the bars. I do agree that all of it matters, all of it counts. If you just stand there and spit, then it's not going to go over well. You do need to perform, but bars should hold the most weight. You know what I'm saying? And it's sometimes these days it almost seems like it doesn't anymore. Like when Goods or somebody's on stage, like he has bars. I'm not trying to say he's shitty because I fuck with Goods. I thought he beat Geechee, but you know, some people give people the battle based on their presence or their performance. You know what I'm saying? Like which okay, sometimes that can happen. You can win a battle based off that. I agree, but it's becoming like where the bars don't mean as much. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And I really think when I know when battle rap was created, it was all about the bars, who could spit better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it should still hold the most weight. The bars should. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro, but that's a tough one to me. Rum Nitty, Holmesy the God. I'm gonna go with Rum Nitty 2-1 on that shit. I just don't have enough confidence in Holmesy yet. If Holmesy gets this dub against Rum Nitty, that'll change a lot for how I see him. You know what I mean? I know he won Ultimate Madness. I know all that. But Ultimate Madness, you ain't fucking in there. I mean, I know that you faced Danny, but a lot of people thought you lost to Danny, and he should have advanced. So this is a different element, man. Rum Nitty's different. You ain't never stood in front of punches like this. So just Holmesy gonna have to be ready to be catching them back-to-back punches, you know what I mean, and responding to it. Because in that first round from Rum Nitty, you're gonna take a crazy first round. You're gonna have to bounce back from that. Do you have the experience to withstand that kind of round? You know what I mean? One of those rounds from Rum Nitty is gonna be crazy. You know it, if not all of them. So I got Rum 2-1 in that battle, man. What's the other battle? Real Sick, Mike P. Both incredible rappers. Both incredible at being able to spit. Mike P been low key for a while, about 6 months, ever since that battle with Ryder at Nome, that I thought he lost to Ryder because of the angle that Ryder had and the way he played that angle. Ryder beat him in that battle, talking about his bitch and all that. He killed him with that shit. Killed him because he was actually had a true angle about what he did with that dude's girl. Like, he won that battle. And then the one against Danny Myers was debatable, but I really thought Mike P might have lost both the battles that he did last year. And I know he was in the tournament, you know what I'm saying? So he won some battles. I don't think he didn't get eliminated off rip, right? No. I be forgetting what happens in these tournaments sometimes, man, because it's just so much battle rap, you know what I mean? And I smoke a lot of weed, so I'll be forgetting round for round sometimes, but Real Sick has been on a tear, man. Real Sick had a debatable with Chilla, has been killing motherfuckers, man. Who'd he just kill? B Magic, right? He killed B Magic, you know what I mean? Like, embarrassed him and looked phenomenal doing it. His ability is crazy. And in the small rooms, he's ridiculous, man. And he can do the big stage. He can do all of it. But I'm going with Mike P, man, in this battle, though, because he had two debatables against Danny and Ryder, but I kind of got him losing both of those. I think he's overdue to have an incredible, not that his performances weren't incredible. Against Danny Myers, he had round of the year, according to Champion. And I will admit that it was one of the rounds of the year. But I think in the overall battle, kind of like B. Dot versus Emerson Kennedy, B. Dot had that third round that was one of the best of all time, but he lost the overall battle 2-1. He lost the first 2 rounds to EK. But battle's debated to me anyway. But one phenomenal round like that can make it debatable. A 1-round knockout is possible if it's that fire, you know what I mean? And it's the last round, kind of like Saint versus if it comes during the last round, you know what I mean? You can win it by 1-round knockout. I think sometimes, like how Saint did Marv in that King of the Dot tournament Grand Prix championship, because Marv won the first 2 rounds, you know what I mean? And then Saint just went off in that third, and that's what he left the judges with. So that's what they remembered. But I don't know. As far as Mike P, I got him winning this battle against Real Sick. It's been a minute. He's more of a vet. He's a dude that can rap with Real Sick. They both have incredible, phenomenal rapping abilities. I think Mike P is going to have a little bit more because of his experience and the time that he's been away. I know he's got something in the chamber ready to go. He's got a full clip, you know what I mean? And I know he's going to be well prepared. He's had plenty of time to get his shit together after that. Because I think that loss to Ryder was a little bit emotionally gassing and devastating for him because of what he was feeling for that chick at the time. Whether he admitted or not, man, and I'm not hating on him for that. You can't help who you love, man. You know what I mean? But I think that did hurt his feelings some, I think. But I'm glad he's back. It'll be dope, man. That'll be a fire battle. It could go either way, but I'm going to go with Mike P winning that one because he's overdue. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. Then what's the other battle, man, that I'm forgetting? It was Mike P, Holmesy the God. Or no, Mike P, Real Sick. Danny Myers, Kid Chaos. That's the one I'm forgetting. And you know I'm going with the bar god in that bitch, man. I like Kid Chaos, but Kid Chaos, when he battled, who was it that he battled, man? Recently. He battled somebody, man. I don't know. Who the fuck was it that he battled, man? Who did he battle? I don't know, man. Either way, man. I just think Chaos is dope, man. He has a dope delivery. He schemes well. He punches well. He almost schemes kind of like Chilla in a way, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? Like Chilla. But, dog, he's fire. I fuck with Kid Chaos, man. He's kind of like a complete package battle rapper, but he gets a little bit he goes a little bit over the top with his bravado and the way he be talking to some of these vets, like how he was coming at A-Verb and how I think he feels like he's a little bit bigger than his britches. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit bigger and better than he actually is. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that Danny Myers is going to make an example out of him for thinking that he's that much better than everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, or thinking that he's trying to put himself on a different pedestal right now. You know what I'm saying? The hell. Sorry, y'all. Whoops. There we go. I don't know what was happening, but anyway, I think Danny Myers is going to make an example out of this dude, Kid Chaos, man. Danger Zone is who he was battling. And I thought that he kind of seemed like a cheap version of Danger Zone in that battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, like, not cheap, but somebody that hadn't leveled up yet to that level. Because when Danger Zone started spitting, man, it was almost like, yo, this is the dude that's figured it out and is the vet, and he is the vet, and who really, really brought it upstairs. And Kid Chaos kind of makes you think he's bringing it upstairs, but he hasn't yet. He's still got a lot of room to grow. He's phenomenal. He's a dope writer for somebody that's technically a URL rookie. He's been battling for some years, but he's still figuring it out, though, in a way. He hasn't taken it to that level yet. He's got a lot of room to grow, like I said, and I think that he will, but he ain't there yet. He's not on Danny Myers. He's not upstairs with Danny Myers yet. Or with Danger Zone. That's what I meant by that, is that Danger Zone kind of showed me in that battle, because I thought he beat Kid Chaos. And he just showed me that, like, when I watched Kid Chaos before that, like, he had been tearing motherfuckers up and he had been looking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But then that was when I finally saw him against somebody that was of that level that he's trying to get to. And it was obvious, or that he kind of tries to claim that he's getting to or approaching. And it was obvious there's still some distance between Danger Zone's ability with his pen and where he's at upstairs with it and Kid Chaos. You know what I mean? There was a difference. There's a big difference between their pens that I could tell and I could see. So that's my point. I think that Danny Myers wins that battle fairly handily. You know what I mean? It should be a good back and forth, but he ain't fucking with Danny, the bar god. Not yet, man. Not yet. It's a good look for him, but he ain't fucking with Danny. I got Danny winning that battle fairly handily. You talking about Danny coming off of some crazy wins lately, man, and some crazy fucking rounds. The Who Am I shit against Drugs and beating Arsenal, beating Ill Will before that. He's been taking motherfuckers out, dog. So look out, man. Look out for him. Period. He's trouble right now. He's a problem, and he's really, really, I think, trying to make an example out of everybody and prove that he's one of the GOATs and deserves. Everybody knows he's one of the GOATs. Lyrically, with the bars, he's one of the best punchers, too. He just does so much, he doesn't get categorized as a puncher. But to me, he's a top 5 puncher as well. Right there with everybody, with the best of all time punching. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I go with Danny. 2-1 in that one. Maybe a 30 in that one. You know what I'm saying? The 2 possible 30s I got is B-Dot and Danny Myers over Suge and Chaos. You know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think, man, about these matchups, man. I was still working out I finished recording the A-Ward round, the breakdown of the sports bar joint. So I'm gonna release that, man, probably tonight or in the morning. I know I said before, but I re-recorded it because there were some things I didn't like with the recording. So, we'll be getting that out soon, man. But let me know what y'all think about this card, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a review of the prediction of the bullpen card too coming up. But let me know, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. I thought that this event was coming up sooner, so I would do this one first. You know what I mean? So holla at your boy, Brick Street Sprite, Brick Street Hooligans, Brick Street Media, Hooli Vision. Like, subscribe, comment, man. Get at your boy, man. Holla. I'll be back at you soon. 100.